Hello, everybody. Mobius1 here, joined once again with ObiWein from Porg Depot. How's it going, man?
Pretty good.
We're here this time to check out the From the Ashes article on the Star Wars Unlimited website. Very similar to the, what was it? Hints of Lawlessness, I think was the title of the article last set. Famously, Tyler Parrott, the designer on Star Wars Unlimited, likes to put out these teaser articles right around the time spoiler season for a new set kicks off. And there's a lot of interesting stuff in here, and I figured, you know, this is the second time we've done this. We're going to go through the article and try and make some predictions about what we think these hints might be teasing us at. Now, admittedly, as we were just kind of discussing, a lot of these are, like, so vague that, like, there's no way we're going to be able to guess what some of these are. What do you think? You want to take a guess? Like, wait, how many did we get last time? Like 8-ish?
Something like that. It was like 9 to 8 or something. Yeah, we were close, but that was out of like 30 or something. It's all very difficult.
Do you want to make a prediction as to just the total number that we're going to get from this before we even start?
Oh, I don't even know how many questions there are. I'd say, if we're lucky, 20%.
All right. Yeah, mine's around the same area. I'll say 25. We'll go higher. I'll just say I think we'll get more than you do. Or than last time. Well, than the last time. I don't know.
More than the last time? I don't know.
It's gonna be close. Anyway, last one we had to split into 2 videos. We're gonna try and go through this a little bit more quickly, a little bit less tangents, but who knows? Let's just start right off the bat. The first section says thematically the set is all about the fall of the Empire and its aftermath, which means plenty of Imperial cards. Mechanically, set really all about upgrades, so let's keep that in mind. With more upgrades than usual and more ways to utilize your upgrades. Did you also know a cycle begun in a lawless time continues in Ashes of the Empire? Now, actually, I should say this. Because we did so poorly in the last one, do you think, if we have multiple guesses for something, should we allow that, or should we have to lock in and commit to one? I could go either way.
I don't know. I mean, I think we got to lock in.
Okay.
Can't change the scoring rules. I mean,
all right, that's fair.
And that's what it is. Yeah,
that's fair. All right. Well, I have a pretty good guess for this one. I had 2, but I'll say both of them, and then I'll tell you which one I'm locking in. But I'm curious what you got first.
All right. I'm thinking that it is the multiple color leader. So we had Beckett and Saw. I think they're going to do the other 2 combinations. Now, I don't know if that counts as, a cycle or not, but we'll see.
Okay. So, yes, actually, my one of my predictions was multi-aspect cards. Not leaders specifically, just like a cycle of cards that are more than 2 aspects. Because we did see a new Jabba the Hutt leader in the 2026 convention exclusives that is going to be from Ashes, that is tricolor. So that's been confirmed, but we don't know if that's specifically what this is referring to. So because you said that, I'll go with my other one. I kind of wanted to go with my other one anyway. Starting in Lawless, there was an event card called Backed by the Hutts. Now, in the Twin Suns precons that just launched last week, or the week before, whenever you guys happen to see this video, 2 new cards came out. One was backed by the Pikes, and one was backed by Black Sun. So, and those 3 colors, I'll put them up on the video. Backed by the Hutts was Cunning, Pikes was Command, Black Sun was Aggression. I think we're going to get backed by Death Watch, and it's going to be Vigilance. As a matter of fact, I have made up a mock card, which I will also put up in the video, that I think this is going to be the new card, when the new one in the series. I think I sent it to you a while ago. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, you showed that to me. If you hit it, the backed by Death Watch, I'm impressed. I'll give you backed by anything in Vigilance. You get that one. As
All
a
right,
point.
so that's going to be that's the cycle that I think that they're continuing. So we'll see about that. Next up, there are a handful of notably unique stat lines in the set, including a leader that's a 0-3. We know what this is now because of the Mando Grogu movie. Now, if we hadn't seen that, do you think you would have been able to guess Grogu? I kind of think like we would have gotten that.
Probably. I
Because
also
we
would
know
have guessed R2 though, just because that way. But
because of reasons, yeah.
reasons. Yeah, we might have gotten it.
I feel like we knew enough about the set before they spoiled him that we probably would have been able to put that together. But anyway, all right, a 1-cost 3/3 unit. I mean that could be anything.
It could be anything. Like it's gonna have some sort of like major downside.
It's
right. So it's like play something out and your base is taking damage, or it's like a Mandalorian foundling or something that it can't attack unless you have another Mandalorian out or something. Like there's going to be some sort of like major thing to it. But I mean, that card could be anything.
Yeah. I'm gonna come back to this one later in this discussion about something that I think that might have something to do with. But yeah, it's as far as like specifically what it's going to be, it could be anything. You know what? I'll throw something out there. I think it's going to be some sort of creature that maybe damages both players when it attacks. Like on attack, it hurts your base and something. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
Just so I have a prediction on the record. All right. Next up is a 15/15 unit in space. Everyone has to have the same first thought when you see this. What is it?
I mean, first thought is Death Star 2.
Yeah, 100%.
But I don't know that that's big enough.
Yeah, exactly. So
when there's Star Destroyers, they're already in the double digits. Like, I mean, 15/15 is big, but like, I don't know.
So we've got plenty of Star Destroyers that are 12/12s. Right, we've got the Annihilator, the Executor, and the Supremacy. We've also just got in Lawless Mercenary Fleet, which was a 9-cost 10/10. So this is very possible that it could be not one thing. It could just be like the Imperial fleet during the Battle of Endor. You know? So the reason the stats are so high is because it's representing multiple starships.
It's representing multiple stuff.
Yeah.
I mean that's pretty good.
I think that Death Star 2 is the safer. I don't know.
I don't think they're gonna do it. 15/15 is not large enough.
I agree.
It's just not big enough. It would have to be like a 25/25 or something. Like something just so nuts. I don't think it's going to be in this set.
Hot take. I don't think we'll ever see a Death Star unit. I think like it's like you said, it's too big to be represented by a single card. It would have to be like if you look at the command center base from Spark of Rebellion, that has the Death Star trait. Like that base is part of the Death Star. So I think if the Death Star is going to be in the game, it's going to have to be a base.
I think at some point there will be a Death Star base, and it will have some sort of alternate win condition. Whereas if you can fully construct the Death Star somehow, then you blow up their whole base, right? You just destroy their planet, essentially.
I mean, you know me and I love making custom cards and stuff. I think a Death Star base with an alternate win condition and alternate lose condition would be super cool. I don't know what it would be, but
that'd be cool. But I don't think it's this. I think you're probably spot on with the the Imperial fleet or something like that.
The other thing that it could be is we recently saw art spoiled from what I believe is the Maw from the Solo movie.
Okay.
Maybe this isn't the Maw. I don't know what the hell this is. No, that's definitely the Maw. I could see this being a 15-15 space unit.
Yeah. I mean, it's big.
It's big.
It's big.
So again, this was one of the ones I had 2 predictions. I'm gonna go with that and not the fleet. Although it could be either.
All right, I'm going to take the fleet then.
Okay. Oh, that's fair. Next up, 6 cost, 8 for common unit. Any ideas?
Again, it could be kind of anything. I mean, I like the idea of it. Kind of glass cannon-y.
So from Legends of the Force, we had 6 cost, 8/5 common with the Ravenous Rathtar.
Okay.
So, in order for us to be 6 cost, 8/4, the Ravenous Rathtar 6 cost, 8/5 aggression, no text, vanilla unit.
All right. So
in order for this has to either this would have to have some sort of ability or be pure heroism, pure villainy, or colorless to be more flexible in the deck building step. But I imagine it's probably going to be 8/4 with like Sentinel or Hidden or Overwhelm or something, you know. The first thing before I searched and found the Ravenous Rathtar, the first thing that came into my mind was ATST. So ATST from Spark of Rebellion, 6 cost, 6/7 Overwhelm.
So that's what I wrote down. I said something about like it could be an ATST, or even like a remnant ATST. Like the which one was it? I guess it was in Mandalorian when they're on that with the little farmers or something, and there's the ATST like in the woods.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah, but I don't think that would be common. That's a good call out, but I think that's too specific for it to have been common. I think it's more likely going to be like an Endor Scout Walker or something.
Yeah. But I would have gone with ATST.
I'm also going with the ATST. All right. And then lastly, a 1/4 unit with Overwhelm. So, as far as what it's going to be, who knows? I'm just gonna throw it. This is too vague. I'm gonna say it's gonna be some sort of Mandalorian, because the set's supposed to work with upgrades. We know Mandalorians have thematically been like the upgrade tribe in Star Wars Unlimited. So why have Overwhelm on a 1 power unit unless you're stacking upgrades on it, like, or it has grit? But I don't think.
I mean, Mando's obviously a good guess. I mean, just to be different, I'll go with an Ewok on crazy amounts of PEDs.
For the record, I don't think it's going to be like the Mando, just like a Mando.
No. Yeah, a Mando. Okay. I'm saying I'm just taking an Ewok. Yeah.
All right. As you might expect, there are more New Republic cards in this set than any other set we've made. Okay, cool. While this set is filled with content for Return of the Jedi, The Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett, and Ahsoka, the existence of Mandalorian tokens mean there are 9 Clone Wars and 11 Rebels cards for fans to look forward to. Now, did you make any predictions about what those might be?
No. Just because I mean, it's so vague. I mean, especially because like some of the Rebel stuff is in Ahsoka.
Yeah. I mean, Ahsoka is basically actually, so Rebels season 4
the next
or 5.
Season, yeah. So it's hard to say. Like, so it would have to be to call it out. It would have to be something that was in Rebels, but not in Ahsoka or Mando or Boba Fett, right? So it's like, I don't know. I'm kind of curious what those things are going to be. And it also could be confusing because it could be something like the father and whatever the 3 gods or whatever that are not necessarily in Ahsoka, but they might be in Ahsoka season 2.
Right.
So it's like,
yeah, the father, son, and daughter.
Yeah.
I just put Satine Kryze. I put Sabine Wren, and I put Spectres. I'm being very vague. But I know that Zeb is in the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, and that's going to be New Republic era, not Rebels era. So I'm thinking like a New Republic version of Zeb.
Okay.
So I'll say that. I don't know if that counts as, it's definitely not Clone Wars and it's not Rebels. I don't know. Whatever. Lothcats. Woo.
We get a playable one.
4 legendary upgrades.
So we
Oh shit, no wait, I'm skipping. Oh no, I didn't. Yeah, four of the legendary cards in the set are a cycle of exciting, powerful, novel upgrades. So yes, we've seen one. We saw Whistling Birds.
Yep.
I think there's another one as a very safe bet, and it's going to be not a reprint, but the second time we've seen it in Unlimited, which is
I don't know.
the Darksaber.
Oh, okay.
I think that's a fairly
I don't
safe
know.
bet.
I don't think they'll reprint it. I think they'll just make a new version.
That's what I mean. That's it's not a
Okay.
reprint, but the second version of the Darksaber.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be fine if they just straight reprinted it.
It would be the first
I think
legendary
it would-
that was reprinted. I think people would be a little upset if they reprinted a legendary.
Why? There's no rule against it.
It's not, but it makes the I don't know. It lowers the excitement a little bit, I think, for players that have been playing since Shadows.
Here's the problem: if they reprinted it exactly how it was, I think it plays fine because there's going to be a whole bunch of Mandalorians.
Yep.
Okay. So if they change it, first of all, the first version was pretty darn good.
Yeah. In a
If they
set
make a
where
new-
with Mandalorian tokens, it's ridiculous.
Right. But they can't, like, if they can't make it much better, which means they would have to make it worse. And then
Yeah.
I think that's a bunch of like feel bad to it. And be like,
Yeah, it
okay, we
depends.
gotta. I mean,
They don't have to
depends
make
what
it
does,
worse.
obviously.
It just has to be different. Yeah, yeah. It
It
can
can be
be
different. Fine.
totally different
Yeah, I mean, listen,
style.
If you have a bunch of tokens out and you're giving them all like XP just from attacking, one of them attacks and all the rest of them get it, like it can get silly fast.
Yeah, no, it's going to be something more, I imagine it's going to be something more along the lines of like Figure of Unity, which like passes like maybe Overwhelm and Raid 1 or Raid 2 or something to all other friendly Mandalorian units.
Yeah,
Who knows?
okay.
And gives the wielder like a massive stat boost. The other things that I put on my list for that are, I'm kind of like, the next one that I had, I don't really like, I put like the Mandalorian's helmet. And I don't like that because I don't think that they would make a legendary that is specific to one character. Like I imagine
character.
it. Yeah. It seems
I
too.
could see, so like Whistling Birds is like, well, any Mando unit could have Whistling Birds, right?
Right.
The Darksaber, obviously, it's a unique one, but
Anyone
Mandalorian
can
can
use it.
have it, right? I don't know. I could see there being like one of their jetpack things.
Yeah, that's a good.
There could
that's
be
a good guess.
there could be like a just a helmet, not like the helmet.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah,
similar
just
kind
like
of thing. You
I
could-
think that's it. That's what I'll say. Because like, think of constructed lightsaber. Constructed lightsaber was a generic lightsaber upgrade, which was legendary. So I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna say one of them will be like generic constructed Mandalorian helmet. Yeah, that's that. I'm locking that in.
All right.
You want to do one?
I'm gonna go with the backpack.
The jetpack. I think that's a good guess too.
Backpack, yeah.
All right. The rest of the ones in this category, I don't really think there's anything we can make predictions on. So with as many armored soldiers running around, there are more shield tokens than any other set. Cool. While we were developing this set, we kept several leaders from the previous year in mind. This would have been cool to make a prediction on, but then they just tell us that you'll find more win-defeated abilities for Thrawn and more force cards for Rey, more way to trigger Padme Amidala from secrets.
So the
sure.
fact that there are more force cards is pretty cool.
Yeah. We've seen a lot of them. We know that we're getting like Ezra, Shinhati, Ahsoka.
Right. I kind of read it as like there might be actually cards that use the Force, which would be cool. I guess it doesn't necessarily have to be Rey then. I mean, I'd be shocked. I'm being too hopeful.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be the case for the very specific reason that the Force bases were from last year. So
right, and they would rotate, and it would be a problem. But
unless
then that
they reprint
the
them,
first set next year would have to have Force or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or you just need some way to generate Force.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm being too optimistic that they would actually have a mechanic again.
Well, that's on the list later.
I know,
so we'll get to that.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on to what I think is like the second section. I'm particularly impressed. Many of the subtitles in this set, so let's show them off. Okay. Many of the favorites are too obvious to make the list. I've collected a dozen of the less obvious ones so you could try to guess who they belong to. I'm not going to lie.
Right, they're less obvious, but then the first three, we already know.
Do we?
Yeah.
Do we know Adventure Awaits?
I think I checked. That's R5D4.
Oh,
I think.
No, I thought he was. Oh, you're right. No, that's Built for Adventure.
Oh, Built for Adventure. Okay, well, I take it back.
Okay.
I don't know what it is.
Well, I'm surprised you don't know
that one yet.
I'm surprised you don't know. Okay, well, before we get into it, I did a lot of Googling.
Oh, that's cheating. No, I'm kidding.
So this is the section that I spent the most time prepping for this video. So I have predictions for all of them, and I feel pretty confident with most of them.
Adventure Awaits.
Not
that could be Neil.
Yes, so that's what I did. That's what I put, is Neil from Skeleton Crew. Because we've already seen Skeleton Crew cards.
Mm-hmm.
And the art for him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's got to be him.
I would go Neil.
All right.
Okay.
Captured from the Empire. This one was spoiled. This is the Mandalorian flagship, which thank God this one was spoiled because I would not have been able to guess that. I'm like, even the way it's phrased, captured from the Empire, not captured by the Empire. Like, I'm like, what?
Well, it's the last time too. We were guessing, we were assuming that they were all characters, and then there was Anakin's pod racer was one of them, and it's like, okay, fine. So I don't think we were going to get that anyway.
All right, Life Abandoned. This was actually the one that gave me the most difficulty or most trouble. Do you have anything for this?
So I was going to say maybe like Balin Skull.
Interesting. Okay.
Just because he sort of like wasn't a Jedi necessarily. He's not a Sith, really. He's sort of like I think he was a Jedi and kind of abandoned it.
Yeah, he was.
Right. So I don't know. That's how I got to him.
I went with Ahsoka because I'm like, I associate it with kind of like abandoning the Jedi Order. We just had that card that just came out too, like abandoned by the Order or abandoning the Order.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess they would. I mean, there is precedent that's a leader would also have a unit.
Oh, all the time.
So that happens constantly. So I mean, Ahsoka's a good guess. I was just I don't know.
No, it's good.
Yeah.
The problem with your last one though, is that the next title is Power Beyond Dream. And for that one, I put Balin Skull because I'm pretty sure that he told Shin Hati that the whole reason they were trying to get Thrawn back was because Thrawn would promise them Power Beyond Dream or something like that.
Okay.
I think that's a quote from Ahsoka, but I'm not positive.
All right. Well, I put down Morgan Elspeth for that.
Okay. Well, so we're on the same page. We just picked different characters.
Similar, yeah. So I don't know. It just sounded Power Beyond Dream. It's just like dream aspect. Seems sort of like spooky witchcraft kind of thing.
Night Sister, yeah.
Night Sistery, yeah.
Okay.
So that's why I went that direction.
Nice. All right.
But yes,
next,
if I don't like. Obviously, I'm not putting. I'll put Balin for all of them. I'm probably
it's
right.
like putting C as the answer on for every question.
C, you're all down the list. Yeah.
We can't keep running. My first reaction here was the main character from Skeleton Crew. I don't remember his name, but that's not who I'm locking in.
I am pretty sure that Din Djarin says this.
That's who I put. I put the Mandalorian, and I put in parentheses a leader, because we already have a Mandalorian unit spoiled for Ashes.
It would pretty much have to be a leader. Now, if they're basing the set on, this after Jedi period, the Mandalorian and Ahsoka and Book of Boba Fett, like, if there's not a Mando leader, I don't know what they're doing.
Yep. Okay, cool. So we got the same one for that.
Yeah, I think he's talking to Grogu when he says it. He says something like, hey, you got to be brave. We can't keep running.
Yep.
Something along those lines.
Okay. For all of Mandalore was spoiled Bo-Katan, but I think we probably would have guessed. I'm confident we would have gotten that one. It's pretty on the nose.
Yep.
Strike the reactor. I had a guess here, and I deleted it and put something different because I wanted. I'm taking a chance. But what do you have?
So, I think I don't know the exact line. I can't remember it, but I think when Lando and Wedge are flying into the Death Star 2, Lando says something about like get the little upside down pyramid on the top right, and then he's going for the main reactor kind of thing.
Yep.
So I'm thinking it's got to be one of them. If I had I would probably say Lando, because I think the Falcon, I think, is the one that actually hits the main reactor, and then Wedge is hitting the I forget what they call it.
So I originally had Wedge. Then I changed it to Lando. And then I changed it again. And I'm guessing that it is the Millennium Falcon. It's not going to be a character. I'm going to guess the ship.
Yeah, all right. That's pretty good.
Because I remembered the Anakin's pod racer thing. And I was like, well, I'm gonna be careful here.
So I don't know that we're getting another Falcon. We just had a Falcon in the last set.
They love the freaking...
I know. I get it. I get it.
No, no, I'm changing again. I'm changing it again. It's not Millennium Falcon. It's Gold Leader. Gold Leader. Because we've already gotten a gold... We had Gold Leader and Jump to Lightspeed, remember?
Okay.
It was the Falcon called Gold Leader.
Yeah. All right.
That's it.
Whatever. If it's I'll give you the Falcon.
This is gonna be my musician. Ready?
All right. I'm sticking with Lando.
All right. That's very good guess too. Very likely. We don't want war.
So that sounds politician-y to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I was gonna go with Mon Mothma, but I don't think the time period works.
Mm-mm.
Like, she would be saying that in Andor, not post Jedi.
Yeah.
But I couldn't think of a better one. It's called Star Wars. Who says they don't want war? It's wars.
So this one, Google helped me a little bit with this one. So if you want to consider that cheating, that's fine. So apparently Google says Padme said this in Attack of the Clones, which also didn't line up with the time period. So I dug a little bit deeper, and my guess is going to be the twins from Book of Boba Fett. The pair of Hutts that didn't want to start a war with Boba over Mos Eisley. Or Mos... Was that Eisley? Yeah, it was Eisley.
In Hutts. Don't want war.
Back in the episode with the slow speed scooter chase. You watched it, right?
I did. I try and block some of that out.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Like Skittles colored scooter bikes.
Yeah. The modded cohort. That's what that card's based on.
Whatever.
All right, moving on. Your aptitude falls short. We had that spoiled. Was Hu Yang. I don't know that I would have gotten that one without Googling it. Bargaining on belief. This one is a hot take for me, but I think I have a good guess, but I'm not positive. Would you put?
So I'm gonna go Luke Skywalker on this one.
That's also what I did, because it's gonna be him like confronting Vader, Return of the Jedi.
Right. Well, an Emperor says he says your overconfidence is your weakness, and then the Emperor says your belief in your friends is yours or something.
Well, that's faith in your friends, and that's a
friends.
card already.
Yeah, you're right. It's not belief. Shit.
But I still think it's that.
With Luke.
Yeah, I think it's going to be that.
Probably that. Yeah.
All right. Introductions are in order. This is actually, if I get this will be my musician. I don't think I got this right.
So now I did just watch The Boys finale this morning, and it sounds like something that the character that I forget the guy's name, but Moff Gideon would say in that show. So I'm gonna go Moff Gideon.
So I put someone from Book of Boba Fett / Mando, and then I said Jack Black's character. I don't know his name.
Okay.
But I just see like Jack Black and Lizzo sitting at that table, like, oh, introductions are in order. And we've seen that art. It looks like an event, not a unit.
It looks like an event.
But I'm still going with him.
Character also.
Yeah,
you might be right. I'm sticking with Gideon.
Gideon was a good guess. Right. Gideon's a good guess because we don't have. I have no other than Balin's skull. None of these guesses of mine are villainy. So I think that it makes sense. Now I'm playing the whole like, oh, they can't all be C. I better put a D.
I got one of these has to be A or B. Yeah.
All right, then the last one, no problem groveling. This was tough too. I think I'm wrong.
All right, so I put down Miggs Mayfield.
That's a really good guess. Yeah. What brought you to that?
Well, I mean, I could picture him saying it. I don't have recall of him saying it, but it'd be like, I could picture Bill Burr being like, "What? Go in there and do something." And like, I got no problem groveling, like whatever, I could picture him saying that as part of like a stand-up routine. That it's just, I don't know. It just sounds like a line that Miggs would say.
I put Director Krennic because I was thinking of him like groveling in front of Vader in Rogue One, but it doesn't line up with the time period, so I think it's wrong.
Well, he also didn't necessarily want to grovel. Like Vader did the like thing, and he wasn't groveling on purpose.
And then it could be like any number of the admirals that Vader choked out during the original trilogy. Like, Ozzel or something.
Guys, it could be any just like cowardly underworld person. Like, yeah.
No problem. Yes, Director Krennic is so wrong. I was just thinking of like a villainy. It literally was me trying to think of a villainy answer. I want to change it. I'm just gonna say, like, I don't think Piet ever groveled.
No, he was like the one competent Imperial officer. Well, no, Veers was pretty good too, but Piet never grovels. He also didn't really ever mess up.
It's gonna be one of these is gonna be from like the High Republic comics, and we're gonna be way off because I've never read any of them.
I don't know any of those. Yeah, forget it.
Whatever.
Yeah,
all right.
I would have no idea.
Let's move on. Now that we're on our 8th set, it's harder to get first into the game. We do have one. This set includes a fan favorite character who gets the Jedi trait for the first time. I
doesn't it have to be Ahsoka?
No, we've got other Ahsoka cards with Jedi.
I don't think they have Jedi.
Oh yeah, they do. Of course they do. The Twilight Leader does, and the Twilight Unit.
Yeah, fine.
And the Secrets. Yeah.
Yeah, fine. The good one that I would have played with didn't. That was just fringe. Fringe enforced. Yeah. All right. Well,
so
I'm wrong there then.
Okay, I have a hot take.
Fan favorite. I mean, fan favorite. I mean, it could be Sabine.
I'm gonna be wrong. It better not be Sabine. I swear to God, it better not be Sabine. That was the
unit.
I liked Ahsoka, but the fact that like watching Sabine, it better not be Sabine. I'm gonna be bold. I'm gonna say Revan. I'm gonna pull a Legends character and say Revan. That's dumb, isn't it? Based on the time period, why would Revan be in Ashes of the Empire?
I don't know. Where's Jedi trait?
We're gonna cut this. It could be Cal Kestis. Is Cal Kestis? No, he's Jedi, isn't he? No, he's not. Cal Kestis is Force and Fringe. I'm gonna go with Cal. I'm saying Cal Kestis. Okay.
He really a fan favorite? I guess.
I think so. And we know we're getting Jedi Survivor stuff. We did that, what, ninth sister or seventh sister, whatever she was? Ninth.
All right. I think I'm going to stick with Sabine.
Okay. I hope you're wrong.
I kind of hope I'm wrong as well, but...
All right. One of the leaders in this set has the highest resource deploy condition of any leader we've made, but more than just resources can count towards it. This has to be like deploy your leader if you have 12 or more resources and or upgrades on friendly units, right? Non-token upgrades.
Well, it could be like the Bo-Katan leader, right? So it could be like resources plus Mandalorians in play over 10 or something.
Yeah. It's either going to be friendly Mandalorians or friendly upgrades. One of those two.
Right.
I'll go, if you're going to go say Mandalorians, I'll go upgrades.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so now returning mechanic appears on only a single card in this set. Do we think the 1-cost 3/3 unit is going to have a bounty?
I mean, that'd be a good one.
What mechanic did you think is going to return?
I mean, it would have to have an awful big bounty because Dr. Avazin is a 3/3 for 2.
Well, he's a 3/3 shielded for 2.
Okay, true. But the bounty is to ready up to 12 resources. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, wait, you take the shield away, the bounty's still going to be, like, pretty up there. Like, if the shield is worth 1 point. Like, what, I mean...
What if it was like the, bounty, choose an opponent, a player defeats a resource they control, or something like it de-ramps you?
Awful.
That would be very awful.
So Tyler was the lead developer on this set.
Mm-hmm.
So I would go with something from Twilight. Which
that makes a lot of sense.
That's where we had Coordinate, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah, Coordinate makes a lot of sense.
And there's going to be a lot of Mandalorians. And it wouldn't surprise me if there's some Mandalorian that had Coordinate.
Yeah. It doesn't say what year the mechanic is from, so it could be something as easy as recent as credit tokens.
Could be.
Like, I
but
hope
Tyler
it's
didn't do
not.
That set.
Right.
I
don't want to. I agree with you. I think Coordinate is probably the most likely thing, but I don't want to say the same thing as you. I want to have different answers on some of these.
Oh, what was the
exploit? Which I don't think it's going to be that.
I mean, it's another Tyler thing.
Nah. It's definitely not going to be pilots, and it's definitely not going to be the Force. I don't think it's going to be smuggle or plot. Yeah, it could be plot.
Could be plot. That's another Tyler set. It could be 1 card worth of plot.
It's either my choice. Yeah, all right, I'll go with plot. I was leaning towards credits, but I'll go with plot. I think that could be a thing. All right, aggression gets a new leader who can deal direct damage to bases without attacking with units. Sabine.
R2.
R2. It's just Sabine from Spark of Rebellion's reprinted again. It's an aggression leader that damages bases.
I mean, it could be.
No, it's not going to be.
Not necessarily a reprint, but it could be Sabine. Wouldn't totally shock me if it was some like just to annoy me, like Chopper as a leader before we get R2.
I think it's going to have to be aggression villainy. I think
probably.
I mean, it could be any character. It could be Moff Gideon, you know. Who
Could
knows?
be some like random Mandalorian named person that I don't know.
Paz Vizsla or somebody. I don't know.
Yeah.
Speaking of characters, we have no idea. A character from the Rising Storm. He even has to say in parentheses a High Republic era novel because nobody would know what the heck that is. Gets their first card, and this is why this threw me off. So like talking about things like Revan being in this set not making any sense because of the title and the theme, like High Republic in Ashes of the Empire? I don't know.
So here's the thing. They have had characters, vehicles, and stuff from other time periods in sets that were mostly from a time period.
Yeah.
So like Twilight of the Republic was mostly from a time period, but there was stuff from outside of that still in there. Right. And that's how like stuff from the Clone Wars could get into this from Rebels, even if they're not in Ahsoka, like they could pull stuff in. Like it doesn't, I don't know. I wouldn't rule it out that it's just, or it's some crazy long-lived character.
Right.
That is still somehow around.
Yeah, I don't even know any of the characters from that novel, so I have
no idea.
I don't have a prediction at all.
Maz Kanata's twin sister. Like, I don't know. Like, isn't she really old? I don't know.
A villainous event in this set does something similar to a card that was previously deep in the cunning aspect. This was another one I had two thoughts on.
So what's this stuff that's deep in the cunning aspect, right?
It would have to have the dual cunning requirement, right? Or is that not what you think they mean by deep in the cunning aspect?
Not necessarily. Like most of the bounce effects, like a waylay, is mostly like I don't know that anything does that outside of cunning cards.
Correct, but is that
so it's deeply entrenched? Like it's entrenched in that thing. It's sort of like we were talking about it the last time. Like there's like certain keywords that are more like grit is more like vigilance.
Yeah.
So that's like I could see something that was like a bounce type of effect.
So I had a blink effect, like a new adventure, which is like return a unit to your hand and play it again for free kind of thing.
Yeah.
But then when I searched for double aspect cunning cards, I found Final Showdown. Ready all your units. At the end of the phase, you lose the game. And that seems much more villainy to me than some bounce. So I'm just going to go with that. Right. I'm going to go with like...
I mean, that's fine, I guess.
I don't know.
I hope they're not making cards like that because it didn't work the first time.
Yeah. One of the heroic commons is a functional reprint of a villainous common from a previous set, now in a new aspect with slightly, but not entirely, different traits. This is going to be Battlefield Marine 2.0, where it's a trooper, but it's not Imperial.
Rebel probe droid.
Yeah. Yeah, we have no idea. It could be anything.
I don't know.
The character who last appeared in year 1 returns with a new card doing something very similar to what they used to do, this time with a more neutral twist, less heroism or villainy. It's a shame that we just got this spoiled today, because this would have been a fun one to try to predict, yeah.
No.
You don't know it?
Well, I was at a baseball game, so I didn't really look.
Did you see the spoilers for today or not yet?
I did, but now it didn't dawn on me that we had seen it before.
It didn't dawn on me right away either, but when I went through it again earlier today.
So what is this? This is the character.
Yeah. Who last appeared in year 1, returns with a new card doing something very similar to what they used to do, but with a more neutral twist.
I'm only seeing blue cards from today.
Yeah. More neutral, because it's not...
Oh, more neutral. Okay.
Not villainy, which the last one was.
Oh, the Pershing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna be annoying.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But okay, that would have been fun to try and guess. This one. Can I interest you in either a Mandalorian vehicle speeder or a Force droid unit? I have no idea about Mandalorian vehicle speeder. Force droid, I had no idea, but I know what it is.
Wasn't it Huyang?
No. Huyang can't use the Force. Nope. He's a Jedi droid, not Force.
Oh, Jedi droid. Got it.
There's only one droid that can use the Force that I know of.
R2, clearly. I don't know. I'm sure I can look it up.
It is IG-11 with Grogu riding inside of him. 100%.
Yeah, all right.
100%.
Yeah, you're going to get that one.
Okay. Mandalorian vehicle speeder, though, I think it's just got to be like the Mando on a speeder bike, right? Like, what else could that be? Or some vehicle from Clone Wars or something that.
Yeah, it's just generic, some sort of ground vehicle tagged also with Mando.
Yeah. A number of Sentinel units in this set have weird corner cases. One punishes your opponent for defeating it outside of combat. One changes its abilities while upgraded, and the third has 0 power while attacking. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, no predictions to make there, except 0 power. Nah, see, we just got the Sarlacc. I would have said the 0 power while attacking one would have been really cool to make like a Pit of Carcoon Sarlacc pit Sentinel unit that because it can't go anywhere, so it can't attack. It's a 0 power while attacking, but your opponents have to go through it and it damages them. But we just got that, so that's not going to be it. I guess it could be, but whatever. But I do want to. Okay, some sort of Ewok trap. That's going to be my guess. like the net with the food that Chewie that they get pulled into.
Yeah. What was it? I forget. I was dying laughing. They showed during the art stream. They've got the Ewok on the speeder bike.
It's at the bottom of the article. If you scroll down
is this
the
article? Okay, yeah. All right. I remember. I had guessed this guy for one of the things from the last from Lawless Time. So I'm happy that. I hope this is a unit.
Well, that's one of my. I made that as a custom card. Here,
I really want this art to be some kind of unit.
Yeah, it's got it. Well, it could be an event.
I mean,
who knows?
Right.
Last section. And we're not going to have a lot to predict here. So fans are always eager to know what cards do. Can answer some of those questions. So these are partial ability texts. If you would search a number of cards from your deck, ... Search one more. You know.
I mean, that'd be very cool on a leader.
Yeah. Or search X more than that. That would actually be really cool. All right. If your base would be dealt more than 4 damage, reduce it by 1. Reduce it to 4.
Draw a card.
Yeah, like literally, it could be anything. Defeat an enemy unit. Like, who knows?
Could be anything. Yeah.
All right. For this attack, this unit gains the discarded unit's abilities. So, in order, the trigger would have to, or it'd have to be like on attack. You may discard a unit from your hand.
Right. Yeah, and then get a thing.
You may deal up to 6 damage to your base.
I mean, that sounds bad.
For each damage dealt this way, draw a card.
That'd be better.
What if it was just on attack, you may deal up to 6 damage to your base, deal damage to your opponent's base equal to the amount dealt to yours. That would be a good aggro closing ability.
Could just be, I mean, except it doesn't have the ... part.
You may deal up to 6 damage to your base. Period. No, yeah, there could be another sentence after that.
True.
I don't know.
I mean, listen, a zero cost event where you just like you may deal damage to your own base. That'd be funny.
That's a Tyler
Listen,
card.
there could be something where what's the card? Mirror Universe for Magic, where you had to get yourself down to one, switch life with your opponent, and then like throw a direct damage at them.
This unit may attack units in either arena.
And we've had a bunch of stuff like that.
We're gonna get a new. We haven't had a bunch. We've had Strafing Gunship.
A few.
Strafing Gunship is the only one that can just straight up attack units in the other arena. Units can damage units in another arena, but this is attack.
Okay. Yeah.
So this will be this. I can't imagine this is a ground unit that can attack space units. This would have to be a space unit that can attack ground units.
Do we had the ion cannon or something that can shoot up?
Yeah, but again, that's an ability. That's not an attack. Right?
Fair. Yeah. You're probably right.
Ion cannon. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. That's an action ability. So you exhaust it and deal 3 damage to a space unit. So that's not attacking a space unit. Yeah. No. As of now, Strafing Gunship is the only unit that can straight up attack cross arena. But
why wouldn't it be a ground unit? Could be.
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess it could be like a cannon, some sort of cannon. But like, I don't know.
I mean, it could be the jetpack. Equip a jetpack onto the unit, and then this unit may attack units in space. In
I don't like it. I'm not
saying I like it either, but
I hope that's not it. You're cooking with something, but I hope you're wrong.
I think that'd be ridiculously too good. No, in one of the there's probably the last Mando season where they had jetpacks and they were flying out of the ship and stuff, or going attacking a ship or something. They were all wearing the jetpacks and did it.
No.
Listen, that would make it a legendary upgrade. I mean, scary thoughts about like
unless it's like
suited up leader with then like
it would
jetpack going
the
up
only
in
way the only way I would find that acceptable is if it was a really beefy ground unit that was like a squad, like a Mandalorian strike squad or something. That on the art, it was like a bunch of Mandalorians flying in the clouds with jetpacks on, and it's like an 8-cost 8/8 or something that could like attack either arena. Like that would make sense.
Well, they had the one picture with Bo's at the front, and she's got the dark saber, and there's a bunch of Mandalos behind her. And they're like I think they're flying. The armor is right next to her. They're flying in like a formation.
Do we have that art? Am I gonna have to put that in the video and be like, oh yeah, that's what it was?
Let me see if I can find. Yeah.
I've got all the arts saved.
You got it?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. That's it. That's gonna be it.
I mean,
I think we deduced it.
I mean,
all right.
that looks flying.
It looked like event. That looked like an event art to me, but in this case, I think that could actually be it. All right, let's keep going because I want to try to wrap this up. Yeah. Advantage tokens on friendly units lose all abilities. Okay. While attached unit is defending, the attacker loses Overwhelm. That is a very specific ability. I mean, unless it's on a Sentinel. Oh, while attached unit is defending, so it's on an upgrade that you would want to
put on your own dude.
Sentinel. It's very narrow.
It doesn't seem very. Yeah, it doesn't seem very good.
Damage dealt by friendly underworld cards is unpreventable. Jesus. Okay. If Django and Eternal is, I guess, happy with that. Because now that turns all of Django's ping effects into indirect damage that you can assign.
Eesh.
Yep. All right, this unit gains each of the following keywords if. That could be scary. Depends on what the following keywords happen to be.
I mean, that could easily be an upgrade that just, it could be similar to like Sabine's Masterpiece, where
That's what
it's
I was
like with
thinking,
different
too.
aspects, it gets different things.
Yeah, the unit gains each of the following keywords if. So if you control a vigilance unit, gains restore 2. If you control an aggression unit, gains raid 2. All right, that could be cool. For each other unit, friendly and enemy, with 0 power. And that's the end of a sentence. So gain +1/+0 for each other unit, friendly and enemy, with 0 power.
Yeah, it could be an event attack with something and it gains for each of the units. It seems like a Tyler wants to make his spy tokens cooler card.
All right. While a leader unit
he's clearly not targeting porgs. I mean, it's
while a leader unit has been defeated this phase. It works well with Grogu if he keeps coming out.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it works with, yeah.
Okay. Play it for free. It enters play ready. That could be disgusting.
I hope that's the entire text. I hope there's no if beforehand. Like, there's no criteria on it. It just is like some card, play it for free. It comes out ready. That'd be great.
Yeah, that's your Ewok on the speeder bike.
Well, you'd be busted, unless it's like an 01, but it'd be funny.
That, you know what? That's wild that you proposed that. I don't know if it's probably not going to be the Ewok with the speeder bike, but would a 0 cost 0/1 that enters play ready be viable in a set that is upgrade focused?
Could be. Because think about that. So
that's nasty.
Because you could basically play the 01, turn 1, and then use 2 resources to put an upgrade on it.
And attack with it.
First turn, you're swinging. Yeah.
That would be something, wouldn't it?
It's even like, I don't know, just, diplomatic immunity, right, for 2, I think. So then you're like, so now it's a 2/3, you're swinging.
Yep.
I mean, on top, I don't know what it'll be, but I think that'd be awesome if it was well, here's what's funny. So it can't be 0 cost. It would have to have a cost. But then it would say, the text says play it for free. So it would have to cost 2. But then you don't pay the 2.
Well, you're saying based on the text that we're reading. I'm just talking in general, just like a card.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, fine.
Yeah. All right, all units lose Sentinel. Don't we have a card that does that already, though? It doesn't see play. It's the reverse. I was thinking in the heat of battle, each unit gains Sentinel and loses Saboteur. I thought there was an event that made each unit lose Sentinel and like do something else, but no, it was the opposite. So now we're gonna get that.
I think there's far too many Sentinels, so that I love it.
All right, and then lastly, while you are paying costs, this unit provides its aspect icons. That's interesting. So as long as that unit is in play, you can play out of aspect cards that share that unit's aspect icons at no penalty.
Right. It would allow you to get into like double aspect cards of the same, like something that's 2 command icons without, leader and base both having command.
Yep.
Which would be pretty cool.
Or, I mean, that's definitely the easiest, most common use of it, but you could also, like, if you're just running a splash base, you splash that
Sure, you could
into
splash
play,
something out. Yeah. Yep.
And then you just keep playing cards of that color. Interesting. Yeah, and that's it for the article. We could have taken more time and try to guess more specifically on like characters, like especially that last one. It reminds me so much of the new Callus leader that like I could see that being a Callus unit ability in this next set. But like, it would take too long to go through and try and guess. So many of these are just so vague.
We're just throwing crap up in the air at some point. Yeah.
But I mean that makes good content if we happen to get one. Anyway, just say R2 for all of them.
Play it for free. R2. All units with Sentinel. R2. Yes. I will take any of these lines of text on an R2 leader.
I still think
even you may damage 6 damage to your base.
I still think we need an event that's like the distraction of like C-3PO and R2-D2 on Endor, like calling to all the stormtroopers and so that the Ewoks could ambush them. Like that's got to be an event at some point. That scene.
That has to be a card.
Were you looking for me? And it's like C-3PO waving.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for the article. Obviously, when the rest of the set gets spoiled, we will do a follow-up video where we come back to this and see how many we got right. I feel pretty good about a lot of these. So I started off, when I first read this article, I was really scared. But honestly, I think we're going to do better on this one than we did last one. We'll see how wrong that ends up being.
No, I think you're gonna do better. There's no way. Like I didn't have my musician moment on this list.
You don't know. We don't know. Cool. I'm excited for this set though. Stick around, see how we do. It's gonna be funny one way or the other. That's it for now though. Thanks for watching. Mobius1 and ObiWein. We'll see you next time.